Hey guys, how's it going? Sorry it's been forever since I last made a video. I've been working for the last 6 months away from home, doing the regular bomb disposal job. Thank you for all the comments you guys left on the arc reactor and all the other videos for Iron Man. I really appreciate it. And I tried to answer everything as best as I could. Um, I still make them. Right now, I'm going to try and focus within the next few days on making the Bane mask. And what I did was, as you can tell, I buzzed my hair short. And so what's unique to him is his vest. Pants, you can pretty much look around and buy your own set of pants that come close to it. Um, the vest is pretty unique, and his helmet or mask or whatever you want to call it. So what I did to do that, to make a version, my version of it, was use plaster of Paris bandages, and I buzzed my hair short, and I printed out a bunch of screenshots, as you can see, um, okay, from the film that I found on the computer. And after I printed them out, I did my best to. I used masking tape, like painter's tape, the blue one, and just would sit, like, hold it down here and run it along here, and then I put the other side, and I was able to have a straight line. So I adjusted it as much as I needed on the face where it comes down here. With masking tape, and then I drew it with a black pencil, like a makeup pencil, mascara pencil, and I drew the outline that I needed. Um, and From that point, I just sat there and one bowl of warm water and another bowl full of cut pre-measured plaster Paris bandages, and just slowly started working on it and putting it up. I had a friend help me with the backside. All the stuff that I couldn't reach. Um, I had help on that one, so that was mainly the back section. Everything else I just lined up as best I could, and the important part with it was to really smooth it out as best as you can. That way it makes a real secure bond on top of each other, all the plastic bandages, and just try and follow the pattern. That way you don't have to worry about it later on. It's less cutting for you. You pretty much keep it straightforward. Just follow the design. And also what I did was, for the front section, I I made a stop where I stopped the plaster to be the plaster bandages. I only went up to a certain section on my face, because if I was to do front and back, it would be locked and I wouldn't be able to take it off. So instead, what I did was I stopped at a certain section, let that dry a little bit, put Vaseline on it, and then continued from that part on. And I had my assistant continue from that part on. That way, the front section is this right here. The back section overlaps slightly, okay? And all of this, the previous underlying section, is all Vaseline. So when it sits on top, it can slide apart afterwards. But they're still shaped the same way. That way they lock together. And once that back section is all done and it hardens up, you can separate it, put it back together, and let it dry. I let it dry for 24 hours, and this is what I came out with. Okay, I'm gonna set up some pictures too. I won't do it now, but once it's finished or coming closer, I'll kind of set you up. I've been taking pictures. Now keep in mind this is still very raw. Okay, as you can see it there. Now you're thinking, okay, what is that? I kept the front open so I could breathe as I was getting it done. The back, believe it or not, was all like that material. It's Bondo, car Bondo. That way you can carve it. And see, the back section is all smooth. It's just from sanding it. Sanding, sanding, sanding. I overlapped it. The way I did it, also, once I had the shape of it in plaster bandages, I bought car Bondo. And it's you mix it up 2 part. It's all putty. And the way I applied it was, instead of a spreader or a spackle knife, I used a brush. And you mix up little sections at a time, dip your brush in it, and then you paint it on in sections at a time. Don't mix up too much, because it'll harden and you'll be left with a big clump of stuff that you cannot use. It's a waste. You may go through more brushes at this time, because you're doing it a little at a time. Take your time. The better you do it, the more time you spend doing a nice coat of Bondo on it and get a good thickness, the less sanding you'll have to do later, or the less cleaning up and the less correcting you're going to have to do. So that'll be a key integral part of this. Okay. So once again, underneath inside there is my plastic bandage that'll fit. Before I tried this on, or before I started putting the carbondo on it, I separated it and I made sure it fit my face again. That way I didn't secure it together and then bond to it, and then later on when I try and put it on, it's not going to fit. Um, and so once this is all made nice, this is all sanded, and so the sides will be sanded. The front I'll have to build it up. I'll have to build this all up and then start to carve it and find the pieces. You can find pieces that match it. If you can find pieces that match it from like Home Depot, City Mill, if you guys have a City Mill, some kind of hardware store, find the pieces because that's exactly what they do with props. In the film department, they'll go to places in LA that sell the broken down pieces, hardware stores, and they'll be like, okay, let me use this, you know? Like for instance, this. If you can come across anything like this right here, uh, yeah, this, for instance, that's like wire looms. It's called wire looms, and you just get that instead of having to carve it or sculpt it out of clay. You just get the wire looms and connect it on. So you find the pieces that come close to it. Take some time, make it right. That way you don't have to come back and correct it later on. Okay. I will be updating with more pictures, and this is a quick and dirty. Okay. It fits my head exactly. So this is going to be sanded and made to look just like just like the pictures, and that's how I do it. I don't do any less than perfection. I want it to look like the movie, and I want it to fit. And this is what basically my next Halloween costume is going to be. Um, so that'll work. If I can fit a voice changer box in there, take it apart and set it up, rig it so it'll work like that. That should be good. I'm trying to think of anything else that I could be missing. I got, as you can see, Batman's right here. I got the full Batman suit. Hard to see him. He's standing in the dark. But yeah, just take your time, do it right the first time. Email me with questions. I'll try and help you out as much as I can. Uh, if you haven't seen Dark Knight Rises, see it. It is so good. I mean, it is honestly, it is so awesome, and I like the ending and everything. I'm not gonna spoil it because I saw it today with friends and family. But it is an amazing movie. Christian Bale did an amazing job. Tom Hardy is amazing. All of them. They're brilliant, brilliant movie. My heart goes on to all of the victims of the Aurora shooting. I'm very sorry, and I hope you all do heal, and I hope justice comes swiftly. And just be strong and let everything work out because it will. It has to. Okay. I love you guys. Thank you for watching, and let me know if you have any questions, and I'll keep you guys updated. Okay. Um, send me an email, send me pictures. I want to see your guys' work. Okay. And go check out the movie too, by the way. Okay. And yeah, that's about it for now. I'll be back on here shortly. Okay. Aloha and mahalo. All right. Take care. Bye bye.